In November 2019, the Guestbook Project collaborated with Global Portal to record a series of international exchanges. These featured students from Boston College interacting with young immigrants in refugee camps in 6 different countries: Iraq, Mexico, Jordan, Bangladesh, and Uganda. The exchanges took place in portal booths, serving as digitally interconnected studios. They focused on the Guestbook theme of digital peace pedagogy, relating to questions of narrative hospitality and imagination across borders. The dialogues between the participants, recorded live, were continued afterwards via digital communication platforms as part of the Guestbook Project, exchanging stories, changing histories.
The Global Portal provided an amazing opportunity for us at Guestbook Project to interact in real time with what felt like someone who was truly sitting right in front of us within this dark box that simulated being in the same room as someone who was on the other side of the world. And it was truly remarkable to see the way that digital technology was able to simulate a conversation at a table, although there was no table. It was just us mirroring the people on the other side.
Something that I particularly appreciated about the connection with the Ugandan students was that as a curator, I have seen many of these sessions, many of these conversations, but what was unique was there was a palpable energy in the room. It felt as though we were in the same space, sharing ideas and speaking to what makes us human and what our hopes and fears are. And we talked about the reality on the ground in their camp. We talked about the situations that they had fled that led them to the camp. But in doing so, sharing those narratives, we reached a place of understanding of what that means relative to who we are as people.
I'm a writer. I use a pen and a paper to tell people what I feel in me, what I need people to know about our rights as refugees, our rights as women.
These digital exchanges have enabled Guestbook to explore an exciting new frontier of digital narrative exchange and digital peace pedagogy.
So I would like to write books that will change any kind of community in the whole world, but especially women and children. I see myself in different camps, inspiring and motivating other refugees as me.
So what I think I came out with most from this Guestbook project were the connections to the real people that we were talking to on completely different ends of the earth. Definitely when we were talking with the refugees from Iraq, it really connected with what I was learning in my classes at the moment with the war in Iraq and the protests that are ongoing. And it's definitely one thing to learn about the amount of numbers of people and the general demographics of who are taking part in it, but it's another thing to talk one-on-one with them, to understand their life story, to really connect on a more personal note.
The Sobbing School is where I learned to brandish the black like a club. Like a blunt object, or cobalt flashes of strobe.
I found hope this day, wedged between suffocating sky and blistering mud. This golden box shone sun rays, a gift from the gods. Right here in Aki Valley, right there in Richmond.
All dead as the VCR, all buried below the surface where nothing breaks.
There should be revolution. If that was the slogan, there should be never.
And what was really, I think, particularly special was this energy was not something that's stopped after the connection ended. We're continuing the connection on with exchange of poetry and different written work in an exchange format that will continue the connection between these BC students and the students in Uganda.